100 yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Houston Gunners. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
You ready? 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, defense, fire!
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
A.J. Brown. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A first down carry for Henry. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Johnson. And caught by Henry. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, Johnson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. And Lutz's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 25-yard line. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Jackrabbit, come on.
To throw again, Lawrence. This is White on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Back to throw, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we 6-6. Pull it high. Safety's creeping. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now. On 2nd down now. It's Henry, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These 2 teams all tied after 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Johnson. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a 1st down. Back to throw. Johnson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now Johnson from the gun, he'll throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. First down, here's White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Lawrence. That's complete to White. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
But it's 3rd down.
Ready to break. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Here I come. Here I come.
Get it.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. Who's going to cover him with? A linebacker, a corner?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Got it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Johnson operating from the gun. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but over the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's Johnson to throw on third down. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. It's caught. This is White. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A second down pass play there. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Line. 15 line.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, V. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Watch that.
5.
Johnson now on first down. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Kill.
2nd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On first down, right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready? 10-2 start.
In your face.
X3, 218, chopper. Shoot.
They'll run it again with Henry. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room. there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Johnson. He completes it to Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
They'll run on first down. Henry, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there on third down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, here's White. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 22-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back to throw. Johnson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Jim, 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 Jim.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2nd and 2. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Johnson throwing on 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Down. 8-3.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence goes underneath here to White. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Lawrence. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get
win my game without taking a freaking touchdown. I said I'm about to win my game without scoring a single touchdown.
I've done it before.
It's 6-3, and I've got like 4 picks on them. No.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. A win would be their second on the young season. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
King.
3 points separating these two sides.
Fuck you.
With 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Another yard would probably put this
Here you go.
in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Hello? Hello?
So it's our home team here in possession
Hello?
of the football as we
Sir?
go back.
What are you doing?
They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one.
You sound weird.
Don't sound weird.
No, you just sound...
His lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. Bulldozes past him. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this one complete to Davis. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Johnson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I won, King.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and it happened in the NFL. The miracle in the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time.
That blew out.
Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football.
I think I had 4 picks, I'm not for sure.
What a way to finish it up.
But I also threw a couple back, so.
I certainly did.
Yeah, I had 4 picks, but I also threw 3.
So for the home team here, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take
What week are we even on? Week 2 or week 3?
Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll
It's gonna be on 3.
and they'll have to regroup next week as
It's gonna
they
be on
get
3.